Welcome back, you dumbass motherfuckers. I have a worse voice than last time. Let's go, Krogunk. You know how I feel about this blue man. You know how I feel at this point. And they got the pink on him. You know what? I've just realized Krogunk is just Spiritomb, but alive and a frog. Toxic Croak, again, man. You cannot deny that all I've done is praise this blue/green since I started this. I can't even remember if there's one in Gen 1 that looks like that, but if there was, I definitely talked about it. Carnivine. This is good shit. Autumn colors. You can't argue with a grass type that turns autumn colors. I like it. But they didn't just make him brown, they made him a faded yellow. That's different. That's new. We like new. We like different. It's good. Except for some of these, which different isn't good. I'm looking at you, Gastrodon. Get fucked. Finneon. It's a nice bronze instead of the regular blue and black it was. Bronze and brown. Big fan. I like it. Luminion. Same reasoning. Same feeling. Nothing much. Mantike. I like this blue. You know how I feel about this blue. But problem is, Mantike was already close to being that blue. That's a C tier. That's the lowest I will ever put that blue. I'm sorry. Snover. Snover's a good one. I like the blue tips instead of the green. Abomasnow, same thing. Mega Abomasnow. I mean, dumb design, but I guess he can have it because he's still blue. Weavile. This is a good one. Not only was it my first full odd shiny in Scarlet and Violet, I found a shiny Sneasel, and I used him. His name was Full Odds, Fulods, because I was so chuffed. And now look how many shinies I have in Scarlet and Violet. I have like 60. It's different now, but he's still cool. I mean, pink. That's a nice pink. That's a nice yellow. Very different from what he was. Big fan. Magnezone. It doesn't look all different until you realize that the silver's been turned to just white and the red's been turned to blue. Even though that's a small change, it makes a big difference. And Magnezone's badass anyway. Licky Licky. That's okay, I suppose. Is there any other duplicates I should check before we go on? Okay, no. That's all the duplicates gone. Right. Rhyperior. This is better than regular Rhyperior's design, I'd say. The yellow works much better than the brown-orange. But, yeah, it's not great. Tangrowth, just like Tangela before him. Blue to green, smashing choice. Electabuzz. The changes are so small, but they make a big difference. Again, electric blue tips on the tail and in the eyes. Doesn't look like it changes much, but it changes enough for me to appreciate. I like it. Magmortar. I mean, I just like the whole Magby line. Except Magby. Magby's not that great, but Magmortar looks sick. Shiny Togekiss. It's dumb. It's dumb. I get what they were doing, but it's dumb. I don't like it. Too bad. Yanma. Remember Yanma? Remember how he was a top tier shiny? Yanmega is a good ass blue shiny. And Yanmega is just a cool Pokemon anyway. Bug types, man. They usually just be fucking up the shiny game, but in a good way. Leafeon. Glaceon. D tier. In fact, for the first time ever, I'm so disrespected by their existence. They deserved so much better. I'm making... How do I change the color of the fucking text? I don't know. Fine. We're making it light blue. Have we already got light blue? Light blue. They've got their own tier because they deserved so much better. And they got fucked. Royally fucked. They got stolen. They got taken behind a fucking McDonald's and fucked. Right? It was unceremoniously bad. These shinies should never have existed. They are so bad, I've made a new category, F tier. They will be the only ones in there. No matter how bad another shiny is, they will be the only ones in there because I cannot believe. Vaporeon, they turned it purple. Not a great change, but it was good. Flareon, it sort of got lighter. Not a great change, but it's an acceptable one. Jolteon, green, obvious. Umbreon and Espeon, green and blue, way awesome. Sylveon, pink to blue, great. Leafeon and Glaceon went from green to green and blue to blue. Dumb F tier. Gliscor, This is an S tier Pokemon in general, but the design of the shinies here, very well done. Nice blue, not the blue that I love, mind you. This is a different blue, but it's still a nice blue. And the yellow. These combos bring it together while also accentuating its details. Big fan. Mamoswine, that's the worst green I've ever seen. It stole it off Gastrodon, and it was a bad choice. Porygon Z, I like Porygon Z a lot. It's one of my favorite Pokemon ever. It's shiny, not as... The blue, great choice. The whole Porygon line was a good shiny decision. It works best on the original Porygon, I think. Porygon 2 was okay, but the bright pink didn't work as well. But Porygon Z makes the bright pink work, and the blue is very, very good. And the yellow eyes, I like the yellow eyes. Gallade, it's a classic, green to blue, can't argue with it. Mega Gallade, there's less green on it anyways, so the blue isn't as much of a change. But the blue is still a nice change, so I won't put it any lower than that. Probopass, that's a nice yellow. Nice and simple. Dusknoir. It should have been more obvious, I think. I think they should have made it more obvious. They should have made it some, like, bright, stupid colour, you know? Like how Tangrowth went from dark blue to just fucking eye-destroying green. But it still works really well. Dusknoir went from black to basically also black. Just, you know, with a bit of blue in it. I think he deserves something else. You know what they should have done? Now that I'm thinking about it, they should have made him fucking red, like the rest of his line. But they should have made it a good red. Frostlass, ass tier, that sucks. Rotom. God, I wish I could move all of these at once, because most of them are going in A tier. That's A tier, that's A tier, that's A tier. Sorry about that. Fridge is A tier. Fan is A tier. However, Mo Rotom is the best Rotom in design. S tier. That's amazing. The rest really nice. I like this specific color set, but the lime green that Mo Rotom gets because it's grass type works really well with the pink. I'm a big fan of it, and its smile, its big toothy grin. Big fan of toothy grins. Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf are all going in the A tier. Simple change. Make them light blue, and then they shinied them, make them gold. Big fan. It works really well. Dialga. That's a nice green. That's a really nice green. Big fan. Palkia. Ugh, I should make you your own tier as well. But it's not that bad. Heatran. The pink eyes are nice, but the rest of it sucks. Regigigas. This is an odd shiny. This is one of those you look at and you're like, what were they thinking? I don't know. Do I hate it? No, I actually quite like it. But Regigigas' design is just so odd that no matter what you do with the colours, you'll be like, that was a weird colour choice. They're all weird colour choices. Regigigas is a weird Pokemon. Giratina. A tier. But like, not as confusing as this one. This is just good. This electric blue. You know how I feel about electric blue. You know what? If you went through this whole series and mentioned how many times I brought up this specific green or this electric blue or yellow or pink or red or purple, if you just made a compilation of all the times I mentioned specific colours, it could go on for hours. Altered Form Giratina is just a better design in general, and the colours are much the same, but they're still cool. I like them. Cresselia, pink to blue, man, can't argue with it. Dumb. Shiny looks much more obvious in the sprite work. Oh, like the ones like this. But in the game, it's not as obvious. It tends to be quite close to black, unfortunately. But in terms of just color changes, this is good. They changed it from one shadow color to the other shadow color. Fair. Shaman. How did they even do that? They made it the different blue. Big fan. Shaman Sky. That's a fucking good blue, man. Oh, I love it. God itself. I think they should have made it more of a shiny gold as opposed to a dull gold, but that's still a good choice. It went from silvery white to gold because it's above everything else. And these two are duplicates. Yeah. This is the list. There we go. I just realized how close I was to my mic that whole episode, so I apologize if I destroyed your eardrums, but it had to happen, unfortunately. And I'm now thinking about how many I added to each tier since the last episode. F tier got created. Everything from Mama Swine onwards was in D tier. Everything from Mantike onwards was C tier. We didn't do Glameow this time, did we? No, we did. Glameow onwards. Purugly onwards. Krogunk onwards. Remove files from OneDrive. Yeah, I had to clear out my gallery because I realized how many pictures I've saved from the fight series. Fuck me, there was like 1,000 PNGs and I was like, oh shit. Alright. Gen 4 done. Much more diversity in the actual like ranks. They were quite lopsided in Gen 3 and Gen 2, I think. But Gen 4, pretty even across the board, except A tier, which is way abundant. But to be fair, most of that is Rotom, and that's about it. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed Gen 4. Gen 4 and 5 are the Pokemon games I'm the least familiar with. Like, Legends Arceus is one of my favorite games, probably the best Pokemon game ever, period, which is why the new one is going to be so fucking good, you guys, and it's going to have Megas in it. When I saw that announcement, I was ready to fucking die. That was it. Once I play that game, I think my life might be complete. But regardless, Gen 4 and 5 are the ones I've got the least familiarity with. I didn't grow up playing Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, or Black 2, White 2, Black, White. I never grew up with them. They're more recent things I've played. And I did enjoy them, don't get me wrong. All Pokemon games are enjoyable in some way, except Pokemon Crystal and Pokemon Red and Blue. Those games are never to be played by any human. Play the remakes, for the love of God. But yeah, Gen 4 and 5 I just never played as much. Gen 3's my shit. Gen 7 I know really well. Gen 8 really well. Gen 9, after shiny hunting in it, I know really well. Gen 6, I just quite enjoy Gen 6. I've got nothing against it. Gen 2, Heart Gold Soul Silver was, again, some of the greatest games ever made. And Gen 1 is pretty iconic, and most people know about it, even if they don't play it. But yeah, Gen 4 and 5. This is like... Some of these I'd never even seen before. Like Cherim. I didn't know Cherim looked like that. Burmy is notoriously shite. I don't think I've ever seen Hippowdon shiny either, weirdly enough. Purugly, I definitely haven't seen Puruglies before. But yeah, I'm talking shit now, so I'm going to leave you all be. I hope you have a good day. You know what, whatever you're doing, if you've had a bad day, I hope it gets better. I hope you have a good day, because you make my day good. That was soppy. Anyway, bye.